Hello YouTube, what's going on? My name is Helen, I'm the Russian as title suggests. The reason I decided to call my channel Russian Fashion is because I'm very interested in fashion and couture, and I do few things with it. But in the meantime, I've started a couple of months ago in my spare time with Uber and Lyft. And since then, I watched few YouTube channels recorded by both Uber and Lyft drivers, and I found them quite helpful. So I decided I'm gonna put my 5 cents in, help the community, and talk a little bit about what it's like to drive Uber and Lyft in Las Vegas, Nevada. Every market is different, and so it's important to understand what the specifics are. Like I said, I signed up first with Lyft. And about 7 to 8 weeks later, I decided to add Uber to that. And here is my advice. Definitely, if you decide to do rideshare, sign up for both. The reason being is all of us work for money. None of us doing it for laughs and giggles. And so it's better than you have both apps, because then you're going to get more out of that. First of all, a lot of people wonder if it's worth it. Well, my reply to that is you have to be realistic. I'm always say about myself that I have firm grip on reality. So be realistic with your expectations as to what rideshare is going to give you. Originally, I signed up for Lyft only. Lyft is fine. I don't have any issues with the platform. However, it did not give me too many rides, or rather not enough rides, because I only ride in my spare time. So if I decided, say, I'm gonna drive for this 2 or 3 hours, I'd like to have passengers pretty much most of that time. Well, with only one app, that's not possible. Once I added Uber to the Lyft, and I do it from 2 different phones. So I have 2 different phones, 2 different numbers. One phone is for Uber, one phone is for Lyft. I mount them both on my dashboard, one on either side of the wheel, and I have them both on. The minute I get a ride request from one, first thing you need to do before you accept that ride request, you need to turn the other one off, so go offline on the other one. I'll tell you in a minute why, and then accept that ride request. And just when you just about finish your ride, turn the other one on. So and I mean just about. Don't do it 5 minutes prior, because you're gonna get into trouble. The reason I say that is because both apps require drivers to maintain certain acceptance rate. It has to be above 90%. If you don't, you will be deactivated. And so that's why it's very important, once you get the ride request from one, immediately go offline on the other. Because if you don't, and you get the ride request on the other, now you're going to have to miss it. It will affect your acceptance rate. So now back to whether or not it's worth it. Overall, again, be realistic, understand what it's all about. Like everything else, this is your own business. You use your personal vehicle, for which you pay for maintenance of it, you pay for gas. No one's going to compensate you for that. But for instance, I am an interior designer and professional organizer, so I use my personal vehicle anyhow. And yes, I use my own gas and I pay for my own maintenance. So all that comes, for me, that all comes with the territory. And that's the reason, one of the reasons I decided to join rideshare, because I drive around the town all the time for work. So it kind of comes along with it, and it works fine. But be aware that the price of gas, the maintenance of your car, which would be a lot higher than your normal use, because you drive more, so you need to change oil more often and do other things to it, comes into it. And then, of course, at the end of the year, you will have to pay the taxes. When you earn your money, unlike when you're employed and they take the taxes out for you, you're self-employed with both platforms, you will have to set aside enough money to pay at the end of the year. You need to pay your taxes. So all that considered, it's okay. You can make, especially as a supplemental income, I definitely recommend this. Yes, it is worth it if you do it right and if you dedicate it. If you're hoping to get rich driving Uber and Lyft, then I'll tell you, no, that's not gonna happen. Realistically, I know both platforms are trying to recruit heavily. They're trying to advertise for drivers. They say things like you will make $35 an hour, $20 an hour. I don't know, doing both, I haven't seen it, not in Las Vegas. Your average ride will be about $6. You will get longer rides and slightly better money, but again, the long ride in Las Vegas means probably between $16 to $18. That's all you're gonna get. And if it's a long ride, that's another reason why it's important to have both apps on. It means you say you pick someone up from the Strip and they ask you to take them all the way to Summerlin. So now, yes, you got that $12 to $15 ride, but you might be coming back empty-handed with no passenger. That's really not a productive use of your time, of gas, and vehicle wear and tear. So since I added Uber to my Lyft, that hardly ever happens. When I have a long ride, I'll drop the passenger off, I'll turn both apps on, I'll go online on both. And more often than not, pretty much every time, I'll either get another passenger, usually coming back onto the Strip, either straight away or at least halfway. So at least I didn't waste that time. Also, if you're so inclined, it will be productive to add Uber Eats to your Uber app. I'll talk about it in another video. But overall, general advice for now, join both, definitely sign up for both. Whether or not it's worth it, it's up to you. It depends how much money you expect to make. So break it down, money before taxes, before you subtracted the gas and wear and tear of the vehicle. On the average, if you do both apps, I'm making about $14 to $16 an hour. That's including the tips. There was one day, I think, when I made $20 an hour when I calculated, but that was an exception. That's not the rule. So expect that and expect to subtract the taxes, your gas, and vehicle wear and tear from that money. But overall, if you do it right, and if you have your main job or another job, and this is just a supplemental income, yeah, it's okay. So think about it this way. Imagine your day, picture your week. If there would be nothing else you would be doing in that time, but I don't know, sitting and watching TV or scrolling through Facebook, and instead you're driving Uber and Lyft and making money, then yeah, great deal. All right, hope this was helpful, and I'll see you again. I have quite a few other things to tell and some funny stories. So see you later. Bye.